It was like 12 of them for $10, so less than $1 each.
Nice.
Good stuff.
All right, so let us continue here. So, Tom, you were saying you wanted to try again. Arius, you were arguing that point, or did you change your mind? Sorry, the cat started eating its tail at around that time.
Try again with the books?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we ended up doing it, but I was just kind of getting frustrated, so I said it's time to beat some people up. But he pulled out the right book this time.
Yeah, so from what you can read at least about Thoth, to give all of you a heads up, Thoth is the god of private information. Thoth believes that information is something that people keep to themselves, and when you get new information, if you get information from somebody else that happens to be valuable in its use against other people, then you should probably keep that to yourself, and if you can get some benefit out of it, you can use it to your benefit, but it's best not shared. It's best, a secret is always best kept to oneself. To share a secret is always a dangerous thing.
Right. So I mean, with the Twisted Staff, I can assume that that this cult feels differently about this, and I actually think maybe I was right with that it's a place where you essentially buy information.
Are you telling us this in character?
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking around. Are we alone in this library area, or is it?
There are other people around.
So
Anybody like staring at us?
No. People are kind of going about their day-to-day right now.
Perhaps we should finish this conversation in a more private area. Did you find what you could from the book, though?
Well, I couldn't find the symbol I saw, but I'm speculating that maybe I was right in my initial assessment based off of this info.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. So how do we use this?
I mean, we really need somebody who can speak that language. That's the issue right now.
But we need to find out what that language is first.
Yeah.
So we may have to go down the more aggressive route?
Yeah, possibly.
Well, with this knowledge, I'm speaking in a hushed tone, whisper. With this knowledge, perhaps we can not so much beat the person, but more just say we have secrets we want to sell or something like that and work our way in that way. I don't know how we would...
Well, so we'd have to assume that my speculation's right, though.
True. Perhaps there isn't another way.
Because I mean, we don't have definite proof from this book. Is just we can kind of think that maybe because it's a twisted symbol that they believe, kind of the opposite.
Yeah. I think we won't find out much more until we get to talk to one of these members.
Alright. So you said you wanted to split into 2 teams of 2? Each one go to one of the houses? Is what you had said?
Well, I'm just saying whoever we decide to interrogate, it should just be 2 of us, not 4, so that if when we leave, they're not saying, hey, a group of 4 people tried to mug me, and then who was the group of 4 people randomly coming through town? No, it's those guys. It seems to be too easy to point to us, right?
Yeah.
Be better if 2 people do the interrogation, so that if this guy, I am assuming this person will try to track us down. He's looking for 2 people. Harder.
Well, I don't know. Maybe 3 goes in, and 1 stays out to keep watch.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So you're gonna break into 3. 2 of you go in after the person. 1 of you keeps watch.
Yeah.
Okay. So who is going to take part in such things?
Well, we needed to find some makeshift masks and things like that.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
disguise
cover
ourselves as best we can.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can pick up some random, party masks around town.
Well, I should probably try and steal them so that, because if it's oh, hey, these guys bought that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Do you need some sort of distraction for your 5-finger discount, Jack?
I mean, I guess I want to scout out a place. Would this be super easy to find various masks being sold somewhere?
Yeah, you can find them in the general marketplace area.
All right, and I mean, what do they sell just a bunch of random stuff like this, or so it wouldn't be well guarded, or is this part of actual legit heavily stocked stores?
No, these are places that have. I mean, they have a few things, but many of them have enough more that, and it's all on open display.
Okay, so son, maybe I can just swipe a couple as I walk by.
Yeah. In fact, give me a perception. You can kind of eye this for a little while. Not like that, you can't. Give me another one. You're having trouble finding one in an easy to nab place. Okay. You come across a good spot at this point after a bit of watching. And you want to kind of tell me how you're going to make your move. They're out. They're kind of hanging on. They've got this post with a bunch of different masks hanging on it.
Jack, you sure you want me to do some sort of distraction?
Well, yeah. So make a distraction, and then I'll pull a couple down and throw them in a backpack while I'm walking by.
All right, say no more. Spinks, I require a lovely assistant. Come with me.
What?
So I bring Spinks to the stand, and I'll approach the shopkeep, and I'll say, "Hey, I see you're selling some masks here."
I am. Do you like my masks?
I much enjoy them. You see, my friend over here, she's a hobgoblin, so it's kind of unsightly. So we're looking for a little mask for her, something. A little...
Oh, are you having trouble getting it up? Looking at her? I'm so sorry.
No. We just want to kind of walk through town, looking all normal and not freak everyone out, because some people are kind of, yeah. I'll just kind of be kind of fast talking and kind of just pulling his attention to her and saying look, I need something that complements her outfit, and we don't want to be causing attention. Some people are kind of mean to hobgoblins, we're not really there yet, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know there were still problems with that. I thought we were well beyond that.
Oh, there are. Walk a day in a hobgoblin's shoes is what they say,
Whatever story you want to tell. My masks are very, very fairly priced at 2 silver each.
All right. Do I have to keep him busy, or do I notice Jack is kind of made off with...
Give me a perception. Now, as of late, with your perception and sense motive rolls.
Oh, that's not bad.
You will actually have managed to catch his last mask that he takes.
Okay. So seeing that he's nicked these, I'll say, "Oh, how much is your average mask here, sir?"
2 silvers, and I am not a sir.
Oh. What race is it?
elbow him.
This is a human.
Oh, it's a human.
Mm-hmm.
I guess female then. Oh, my apologies. I'm not the smartest observant
I
person.
noticed you. Perhaps that's why you feel so ashamed of your
Yes.
female companion there. But I assure you, what you do in your own time is your own business. If you need masks, I will provide them.
Yes, cost. How much are they?
2 silvers, as I've said 3
2
times now.
silver? I can't afford that. And I'll just like, sorry, we can't afford this. We gotta go find another shop, and I'll kind of assure.
I suppose I could spare it for 1 silver.
No, I can't afford this crazy prices.
You
Sphinx,
need
get
1
outta here.
mask, right? Just 1 mask?
No, this is
Look at one.
offensive. I don't have.
Okay,
enough
you'll
money.
buy 1.
Yeah.
Oh, your girlfriend is nicely purchasing it for you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
lady.
jeez.
No problem. Can I get a nice purple one?
Oh, certainly. Alright, she gives you a purple mask.
I hand her. Do I still pay her 1 silver?
She'll take 1 silver, but she believes they're worth 2.
I'll give her.
You'll give her how much?
I'll give her 2.
Okay. She thanks you graciously.
Thank you.
You're too kind, Sphinx.
Sometimes.
Alright, you guys
You
can head
deserved
on
it
back.
after dealing with you.
Whoa.
I just
Sphinx.
walk off.
I was the one who offered you gold when you first joined. You forget about that?
If you two keep bickering like this, you're probably not going to have a good night.
Let's get back out of here.
Alright, so you guys get back to the inn. Alright, you've got 4 masks now.
All right.
Oh, I should have.
Here's your guys' masks. I'll hand them over.
Okay.
I will specifically not take the one Sphinx bought. Sphinx, that's your mask.
Good. I like this better than the ones you stole.
Alright, so
You
who
have
is
some-
who is going in and who is keeping watch? And where are you going?
I'll kind of flex a bit and be like, I should be the one to deal with the interrogating a bit, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can either watch or interrogate. What about you guys? Any preference?
No, I could do either. Not that great at bluffing, but
Sphinx?
I have to be involved in that.
I mean, I guess you don't have to be. But this is kind of a team effort. Don't you want to use your new mask?
You aren't concerned about this potentially evil secret society?
I mean, I think they're better.
I'm not as concerned as I am interested, but
We've gone this far.
Yeah, you're
That's a
not
little-
interested, Sphinx?
I am just not in the way you're handling things, but I suppose that's up to you to decide. You are the party leader, apparently.
Alright. So are you willing to be involved in this interrogation, or would you rather keep watch?
I suppose if I had to do anything, I'd rather keep.
Okay.
All right. You know where this gentleman lives?
Yeah, well, the one guy I tracked to his warehouse, and the other guy I tracked to his house.
Well, I presume the house would be less guarded.
Possibly it was in a richer area.
So you're saying we might be noticed going there?
Yeah, I mean, if they're better guarded there, I'm not sure. I didn't really scout out security.
Well, I would presume a warehouse would be more guarded than a home.
Yeah, it's possible.
I leave the call up to you, of course, but I would suggest the house.
Sure, let's head to the house. I mean, if it seems too well guarded, we can always.
So all 4 of you are heading to the house?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sphinx is our lookout, and oh yeah, are we gonna set up a plan for the lookout? Do you want to do some sort of
discreet call to let us know danger's approaching?
What do you want me to do? Call like a bird? Is that discreet enough for you?
Perhaps,
Like some sort of night bird?
Should I who?
Maybe
Like
an
an
owl?
owl?
See, there you go.
Sounds good.
Alright, well, you got ranks in knowledge nature there, right?
No.
Alright, good. So you're perfectly able to imitate bird calls. Excellent. Alright, so the other 3 of you are doing what?
Interrogating.
Okay.
I don't expect me to
but
see this person anyways.
We were scoping out security first.
Got it. Give me a perception. You guys can wander about the area. Let me have all 3 of you give me perception.
Well, it'd be 4 of us, right? Or
oh yeah, I guess all 4 of you. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys can make your way around the area just a little bit. Keep an eye out. You notice there's not really a guard detail that moves around here. Not really like a heavily defended kind of area, except when you look up towards where the gate is. The gate is well defended, but everything else is kind of, whatever. This is where the not so well-to-do people stay.
All right, and does this dude seem to be home? Like, are his windows lit up, or
the windows are lit? Yep.
Okay. So I mean, I guess I want to stealth kind of look in.
Okay. You give me a stealth.
Is he alone? Yep.
All right, and a perception. Here on in. Yeah, it is just him. He is sitting there alone, and he is flipping through a very small book.
Okay. So yeah, so if there's no guards patrolling, it's night. I mean, assuming that there's nobody wandering around right now, I mean, we'll don our masks, and I'll discreetly check if the door is open. If
oh yeah,
not,
the door does not have any locks on.
Okay. So yeah, we don our masks and head in.
Okay. You guys head into the door, and the guy looks up from his book. Oh, what are you doing here?
I will immediately rush over and just kind of like try to grapple him.
Okay.
Like, try to like bear hug and disable him in any way I can.
He is completely surprised and not particularly reactive.
Oh shit, that's freaky. Jesus. You just see that coming in the house. Jesus.
Give me an attack roll there, Arius.
Just a D20,
I guess it's CMB.
CMB.
Yep. Yeah, so you notice like he gives no resistance. He's like, "Oh, all right, just don't hurt me. I don't know what you're here for."
All right.
We got some questions for you. If you don't want to get hurt, you're gonna answer.
I will answer to the best that I can.
Good. All right, ask him the questions.
All right, there's a specific abandoned, I put in quotation marks, house. We know that you're a member, and we want some information.
Member? You mean You mean the place that I visited the other day that gave me a wonderful meal and some money for my time there?
We know that's not true.
I don't know what you mean. I came in, it asked me to share a story from my past, and I don't remember what story I told it. Oh, really?
What about the
Yeah,
way
sense
in?
motive.
So Cassius, you get the feeling he's telling the truth.
All right. I'll kind of whisper it over to them.
What about the way in? What language you have to speak to get in?
It's an old tongue. Have you ever heard the word of the elder dragons?
Is that a common thing we would know?
Yeah.
No, to normal society, dragons don't exist, and most assuredly, old dragons definitely don't exist.
This clearly we would know. Oh jeez.
Why are you like this?
So I'm gonna be like the whole time. I didn't really say this, but I'm gonna be trying to like mask my voice somehow as like a memory of my voice. So I'll just be like,
"Tell us how to say it. What's the word we say to get in there?"
All right, Batman.
Yeah. Where's Harvard at?
Yeah, I'm doing my attempt at a dwarven accent.
I'm gonna do my best mime impression.
We dwarves want to know how to get in there.
Now that I think about it, it's probably best I didn't go since I'm clearly not.
A mime?
No, since I'm clearly a hobgoblin.
Oh, good point.
The word you need to speak is, and he utters the word, and do any of you even speak Draconic? I think not, right? It was all common. It was commons across the board.
Yeah, but
I'm the only one, and I'm outside.
Yeah, so the word doesn't sound. Tom, you recognize the word as being correct, but again, like you don't know what it means.
That's the correct word.
The old tongue.
And how did you come by this word?
Mayor gave it to me.
The mayor gave it to you? She just goes around handing this word around?
I have been hard up for money for a while, and she wanted to help me. She said it's a storytelling place for children. You go in and you tell them a story, and they listen, and then they pay you for your time. You tell a story of your past.
I'll kind of give him a shot to the ribs.
No lying. We know there's no kids in there.
What do you mean? It was dark, but she said that they didn't need the light. They all had visual impairments. It was like a place for children with serious problems. I thought I was helping the kids for a benefit.
I'll kind of look at Jack.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the full truth.
Yeah, I think this man was deceived. This might be. We gained some valuable info.
I wanted to help the children.
Wait, so when you went in there, you saw children?
Very dark, and my dark vision isn't what it used to be.
God damn it. Can we, having heard the word, can we do our best to like memorize this word in this moment? I'll ask him, like, say the word again.
He'll what it means in common.
He'll repeat the word.
What does it mean? Do you know what it, can you translate it?
It's knowledge.
Maybe we can. Okay, we can work with that.
All right.
Have we gotten everything we needed from this man?
I hope so.
Where do you keep your money?
You said this was the rich part of town?
No, this is the poor part of town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
ask for
no,
money.
I was wrong. Yeah.
Are we done, please?
What's a lot of money to you?
That helps with.
All right, are we done here?
I hope so.
Let's
All right,
go.
so I'll wait till everyone else leaves, and as we're about to leave, I'll kind of release them and push them, and then I'll take out 5 gold, and I'll throw it on the floor, and I'll say, "You never saw us here."
Ooh, what?
Exactly.
My vision isn't what it used to be.
God damn. I'll pick up 2 gold off the floor. I'll leave them with 3, and I'll leave.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys got some information from him.
Yep. Stow away the mask, and then when we get a little bit away from the house, and
Well, that was insightful.
all right.
Real quick. Spinks, while you were standing outside, give me a spellcraft. Okay.
Ooh.
So while you're out there keeping an eye on things, you notice that there's a slight apparition sitting by the window of the house they were just in.
Can I see any detail?
It looks to be like some dwarf, long beard, long hair in the back. Looks kind of like a young apparition, but you know that like apparitions are often they're aged to where they felt the most comfortable in their life.
I say hi quietly to it.
Going to... So much.
Are them that they're talking to? They should leave them.
Turns and continues to watch. Around then, the 3 of you will come out. Well, the 2 of you followed by Arius.
All right, guys, let's get out of here.
yep.
Okay. All of you flee the scene.
I assume I meet up with them. Or do they just ditch me?
Hey guys, I think we forgot Spinks.
Well, I imagine she was like near the front, and when we came out, we like kind of grabbed her and like
Yeah.
we all like laughed.
Now all of you can head back together.
All right, well, we found out the word in the language means knowledge, so we just need to
Yeah, and it
figure
was-
out
it
what
was-
language. Can we recreate the word and say it in front of everyone to see if we can?
Give me a linguistics at a +2 bonus.
Ooh.
And as long as
All
one
those
of you,
ranges?
as long as one of you gets a 10, you can repeat that person can repeat the word, and then other people can try to remember it.
Ooh. I think it comes a little more naturally to me.
God.
Mhm.
Am I disgusted by Jack?
Yeah.
reason.
So the Cassius and Arius, like, say words that sound kind of like something you've heard in Draconic, but a little bit like it's got some different tonation to it. But Jack is sneezing and coughing his way through the word as the rest of them say it.
I just say knowledge.
Yes, that's good.
Knowledge in Draconic.
Is this ringing any bells with anyone? Unfortunately, I only speak common, but the word does sound slightly familiar.
It's somewhere close to
Somewhere close to what?
Draconic.
Draconic.
Does it sound right to you, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, that was the word.
You speak Draconic?
No, but I know the word. I remember the word.
No, I mean Sphinx.
Where?
Oh.
It's weird. Been hearing a lot about dragons recently. It's making me a little paranoid. I look to my shoulder again. Do I see a dragon?
Give me a perception.
And does all this speak of
Nope.
dragons allow me to remember my Dragon's Cove secret?
Nope.
Didn't he say
Wait,
something
sorry,
about...
so Sphinx said she does speak Draconic?
She does speak Draconic.
Didn't he say something about the old tongue?
Yes.
Yeah, he said this was the old tongue. Maybe it's an old dialect of Draconic.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Draconic to make that,
Yeah,
that
I don't
sounds
know.
plausible.
Maybe it's back to the library, see if we could find the predecessor of Draconic language.
Well, it's pretty late now, right?
Yes, it is quite late.
Well, we got an early day with the trade happening, or we're going to keep looking into this right now?
Well, we know the word. We can get you guys into the building.
And then what? Then we have to part with secrets of our own and forget them?
Well, no, Shaksaga knows the,
Saga's dead, damn it, Jack!
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
bringing her up! She can't help us now unless Sphinx can contact her, but...
Oh, I'd have to know where.
yeah,
That's for another time.
You can't talk to her. Maybe our old party members might be able to help us out with this dragon language.
Maybe at some point.
She also does not have this language. This language has prerequisites.
Yeah. I mean, I know, when I want to metagame.
Yeah. No, Kandor's wishing it could be here right now to solve this problem.
Yep. Yeah, and I know we're not going to find shit about it in the library either. But I mean...
Yeah, no, you're doing it right. I'm enjoying the flavor of this. That's all.
Maybe it has some, elderly tone to it. It's some kind of older dragon.
You just say the word in Draconic, but sound like an old person. Simple.
So what's the plan?
Leviosa!
Yeah, I mean,
we know the word.
Like I said, tomorrow we should head to the library, see if we can maybe figure out where. So
after the trade goes down and everything's well and done, we stick around for a bit and use the library, or do you want to do it?
Well, they're not coming in the morning, are they?
I don't believe we got a time. I think.
Well, there's a party being planned.
Yeah, in the the Northwest District. I think they said something about at each entrance they were going to have some kind of small party going on.
No, just to the west entrance was what you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because normally no trade comes in through the west.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Did you find out when the party was starting?
I didn't know if it happened over here or anything about it when it started.
I'll say you could have. You know what's going to happen later in the day. They expect the traders to probably get in the afternoon, and so they're planning it for towards the late day, early evening.
Okay, yeah, sometime during the late day or the early evening. So they'll probably be setting up a little earlier than that.
All right, then early morning we'll search the
Yeah.
library for anything.
Okay. So let's jump to that. The next day, unless Tom, you wanted to do anything that evening, or anybody else, anything else this evening?
No, unfortunately, going to the warehouse would be pretty pointless. I'm sure they got rid of the stuff that stored there.
Okay.
In fact, they probably got a trap laid for me if I come back.
All right.
Would be my guess.
So this night passes a little more eventfully, except for you, Arius, and
Oh no.
a little bit for you, Jack.
All right.
So let's start with Arius first.
That's what you get for keep bringing up Shiksaga. Now she's gonna haunt your dream.
Oh shit.
So Arius, you get back to your room. How are you feeling about this whole like sudden dragon appearance and the dreams of last night?
I'm feeling very paranoid. I feel like ever since I put on this amulet, it was a terrible decision because ever since then I've been hearing about dragons. I've been seeing dragons in my dreams, on my shoulder, and I'm just feeling like something's not right. And I want to look into it as soon as I'm out of this village.
So how would it then make you feel if, like, sitting on your bedside table was a little green dragon? It's green, right? No. What's your dragon
I'm
color? Blue. That's what it was. I always get those two flip-flopped. Sorry. A little blue dragon.
So this is just when I just came in my room and I'm just like contemplating these things. I'm sitting on my bed and then I just look over and I see it.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like blink, look away, and look back. It's still there?
It's still there.
What are the gods? Is this a curse from Delanrian?
I am not a curse.
What? You speak? Am I going crazy?
I assure you.
I mean, I'm seeing a little dragon on my bed. No one's seen a dragon for ages. I didn't even think they were real.
One could say I'm the little dragon in the dragon that you were as a boy. Or maybe the boy that you were.
I kind of look at my new kind of blotchy skin and kind of reevaluate. I'm not a dragon.
And you aren't. Off. There was more.
Which friend? You're a spirit?
I think. Or perhaps I'm. It's the confusing.
I don't know. This is all very... Do I have like flashbacks? Do I remember this was like a toy I had, or do I recall this at all?
So yeah, there's bits of you like trying to peer back in your memory, and you can remember like there was this toy, or at least you think it was a toy. But it did move kind of on its own sometimes, and it did talk to you. But the movements weren't. They weren't like, they're kind of rigid. So even this thing as it moves, you can tell it's not regular alive, but it does move in a way that like a regular toy probably couldn't.
I'm not even sure if this is real. I'll reach out my hand to try and touch it.
You reach out your hand and give me a will save.
Oh shit. Oh.
Your hand kind of passes right through it.
Ugh. This is all in my head. Or something. I'll kind of like try to tune it out and just try to like keep thinking like, what's going on? What's going on?
It's not time. For and then you wake up.
Ugh. I'll kind of look around. I guess I'm in a cold sweat again, or my robe's drenched at all.
In this case, your robes are not drenched, but you are definitely feeling a little bit moistened from the sweat. And
I'll kind of just wipe my brow. And would there be like a bowl of water or something in here people would use in the morning to like freshen up and shit?
Yeah, you have a nice enough place. You have a nice enough space that you were put in, so you actually have access to like a little like great water point that you can kind of wash yourself up.
Okay, yeah, I'll just splash water on my face and try to blink and just like rub my eyes.
Okay.
And look on the bed. Do I see a dragon?
Nope.
Oh, it's getting crazy. Is it the time? Is it still middle of the night or is it early morning?
It is middle of the night. You are woken up in the middle of the night, and you could probably fall back asleep.
All right, I'll head back to sleep.
Okay. Jack, you get into your room, get yourself to sleep. But as you sleep, keep hearing the question.
Oh, will save. I was like, will say? Will say? What? Will say what?
Unless you want to purposely fail again.
No, I'm good.
Okay. You sit up in your sleep in the middle of the night as you feel like the words trying to tear their way through your brain and find some information that's valid, and you're having these dreams where you're like going through all of these experiences in your life. Like you start the beginning of like memories you can remember, not any real information, but like the beginning, and you can feel like it's like racing through your head trying to find its way to something of value, and it's like clawing, and you can feel it like as you wake up, you feel like something just ripped its way out of the front of your skull.
Fun.
Yeah, that's not good.
But there is one more thing. Binks. I want you to give me a spellcraft check before you head to bed.
Okay.
Okay. No, you'll head to bed just fine. All right. The next morning, guys awaken. You guys all agreed you were going to get up a little early, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're up bright and early, and the plan is to do a little bit of research in the morning.
Yep. See if we can find information about this language that came before Draconic.
Okay. Are you grabbing something along the way, or?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys grab breakfast and then head on over. And
if possible, I want to try and intercept Sphinx in the early morning on her way down and just try to talk to her.
Sure.
Before everyone else could probably head down and get breakfast, but I'll kind of try and stop her in the hallway and talk to her.
Okay.
Sphinx.
Yeah.
You don't have to sound so annoyed with me. I didn't even ask you anything.
I'm tired. What do you expect?
That omen reading, fortune telling thing you do. Do you think you could do a quick reading for me quickly before we join the rest of them?
Depends.
It's something I'd like to keep between us if possible.
Well, I look around. Is anyone else around?
No.
Well, you can tell me now, considering there's no one else here.
I just hope you wouldn't share it with everyone. 'Cause I'm kind of uncomfortable with it, but I guess I have no choice. I just need you to ask if, and I'll kind of pull out the amulet I have. If wearing this amulet will lead to my demise, if you can phrase that to your spirits and see what they say. I've been seeing some things lately, and it just has me worried.
I can do something like. It may not be a certain answer, but it'll be close to what.
I'd appreciate anything you could give me telling regarding it.
Okay. Tell me how you're asking the question.
I'm going to ask if the amulet that Arius is wearing will have a terrible effect on him.
Okay.
Do I hear her saying this out loud?
Yes.
I'll just say, I'm wearing 2 necklaces. Do you have to specify? I'll kind of just like show her the one I want to be asked about. I want this one.
I try
Or
and
I'll take the other one off. I'll take the other one off and keep the one on that I want to.
I still do a little bit of specifying.
Okay.
What?
Alright. Give me a D100, highs or lows?
High.
Okay.
Oh God. No.
Actually, 70 plus 1 per caster level, that's 73. So that's a 27% chance of failure. So that is technically exactly a failure. The 28 was the needed number.
Are you?
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
Did you lie to me, or what do you say to me?
They unfortunately.
She says they were unable to answer your question. You may want to slide your slider a bit more to
Oh, okay.
still sometimes cutting out.
Well, where I got this from, they say the magic. Well, I did detect it was strong magic. Perhaps it's outside of your realm to detect such things. But I appreciate it. If you want to keep this between us, perhaps we'll try another day. Or if you need a favor that the other ones don't know about, you can always ask me in return for doing this, keeping it hush hush.
I suppose.
Sounds good. And I'll try to join the rest of them.
Okay. So you guys all get downstairs, have breakfast. Any conversation over the breakfast?
Yeah, so, we definitely need to find out about this, guys.
Why is that?
I'm pretty sure something came into my room and tried to,
Well,
scrape more secrets out of my mind.
you think once you've been in there, it constantly tries to get more secrets?
Yes, I do.
What kind of powerful thing would be able to continually do this at that range?
Demon, devil, something powerful.
Gods.
You think gods would be interested in secrets?
Maybe. I mean, seems a little below their pay grade, but
So do you think you feel like you gave up another secret, Jack, or did you hold on to your secrets this time?
I don't know. I guess I'll scour for it to see if there's like a blank spot, like with the other one.
No, there's no blank spots. You felt it. You felt it as it was trying to like reach each spot, and it didn't quite grasp on anything. It was kind of like running from the back of your head all the way up to the front of your head, like trying to grab something.
I think I was too strong for it.
This can't be the work of gods, then. I don't think you could resist a god, but
I agree.
perhaps a powerful spellcaster. Are we a little bit over our heads here?
No, I mean, I think we need to follow through with this, or I might be a mindless husk in the
we
near
don't want
future.
Ah, that only means that's only if you don't have any secrets, or if you have secrets.
Have you seen this guy? I don't think there's not much about him that's not a secret.
All you have to do is tell all of your secrets, and then they won't be secrets anymore. Then you won't have to worry about it.
Good strategy. Give all your secrets. All right,
to the books.
you guys head over to the library, and you can give me some knowledge religion here. Or I'm sorry, I guess this will be linguistics, so you can roll linguistics instead, because you're looking specifically for this language. So Cassius, you can re-roll that. It's a good way to get a free re-roll.
Oh, I re-rolled linguistics.
Yeah, you did. All right, Arius, carry it for the party.
Well, I didn't know they failed, but I was gonna suggest that instead of everyone looking for the same thing, I want to look at any spells that would probe minds for long periods of time or anything like that. Like if I could identify something that's being done to Jack here.
Sure, you can give me a knowledge arcana, but you're not going to get the bonus for everybody else's, for any successful rolls from anybody else, but not that anybody did.
All right.
Okay. So on a knowledge arcana, looking through books, you got a 23. You can find a number of books that do talk about the fleeting state of the mind. In wizardry, it's a very common thing to encounter spells that will change your mind, but it's much less common to find a spell that will erase your mind. But there are spells that exist, and they are spells that are very dangerous and often restricted in society. Many places have laws. Many countries dictate that these spells are stricken from the books. The teaching of these spells is forbidden in many of these circles. Spells which can rewrite your memory, or spells that can extract your memory. And these spells are often quite powerful spells. It takes somebody with quite a bit of experience in magic to be able to cast them. But the book, of course, does not tell you what these spells are, because that would be illegal.
Do they mention any wardings of these spells, like things that help protect you against them at all? Or
they recommend spells like Mind Blank, or hold on. Or if you specifically know the things that are trying to affect your mind, you can try to protect yourself from those things specifically. So if it's like evil people or agents of chaos that are trying to manipulate your thoughts, you can use those protective words to stop them from invading your mind. But otherwise...
Yeah, a little. I've said it very precariously. I apologize.
But otherwise, the best they say is to build up your sense of self and will.
Okay, so I think everyone's like looking through books on languages, and I go, aha! It's a very powerful spell that impacted you, Jack. You should work on your self-will, more willpower. We were looking that up, right?
Alright, what spell was I affected by?
Spell far beyond the reach of me and anyone close to my power. I think it's
And these spells can be done remotely? Because I was in my room.
Did I read anything about like the range of such spells?
So one of the things you did read about in that book is the idea of being able to monitor someone from afar, and if you are monitoring them from afar, you can affect them from afar.
So I relay this and just let them know that clearly someone is monitoring you. That maybe the initial contact they made with you let them do this from great lengths afterward. Once they got a piece of you, they're able to redo it. Apparently, these spells are highly illegal, and the book doesn't mention what these spells are or how to do them. So I think, if anything, we can't find anything, the army would be interested in these spells being used here. And perhaps there's a more higher solution there for you, if we can't find anything now.
Possibly. Have we seen like powerful magic users in this town?
No, you've had no visual interaction with them.
Yeah, maybe we should see who might be powerful enough to do something like this. Maybe identify the source.
At the trade this morning, you think Runa would bring her most trusted colleagues? Perhaps there'll be powerful people there.
Yeah, let's keep an eye out for the spellcasters in the group.
Especially one who could probe minds. You think this would be a useful person to keep by you during such negotiations with orcs and goblins?
Yeah, and being that we know that she's a part of this, I mean, I would be very reasonable for one of her cohorts to also be involved.
In fact, I have a brilliant idea. And I kind of look over. Is there a line to see Runa today? Because we're in that room.
There is.
I'll kind of pull the same shenanigans we did last time. Important military business. Step aside. And
sure.
Step up front and be like, "Is Runa in and ready for the trade? I have a quick thing I want to let her know before the trade happens. Quite urgent."
Sure. We didn't know you were still in town, but hold on. She reaches over and she does the usual.
While we're waiting, I'll kind of whistle the party. I'm just going to let her know that they might have powerful spellcasters and to bring her own and see who she brings and see who she mentions. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so are all of you going up or just you, Aries?
I'll offer them to follow me. If not, I'll go myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'll follow him.
I'll follow him.
All right, you head up. And Runa is once again seated at the desk as usual. Turns. I didn't realize you were going to stay.
Didn't we tell? I don't care. Didn't we tell her we were staying for the trade?
No, I don't remember you guys saying that. But
I thought we did.
She could also just not be recalling.
Yeah, I'll just say, oh yes, we decided to make sure everything goes smoothly. Just make sure we're doing our job, you know. And speaking of that, the thought had occurred to myself being a quite strong spellcaster. We did notice that in the orc camp that there were probably some spellcasters amongst them. I just wanted to make sure you're bringing, if you have some sort of court wizard or sorcerer to bring with you to protect against any ill will from the other side.
I will have my arcane advisor with me, as well as my chief hierophant.
These are well-known spellcasters, I assume, and perhaps I could have a word with them before I left as well. Just being a spellcaster myself, I just wanted to perhaps share some notes or before we set off.
Certainly. I don't know if he'll meet with you. You're welcome to knock on his door. As you leave, he's right across the hall. That is where the my arcane advisor is. If you'd like to meet with the chief hierophant, you'll probably have a bit of trouble finding him. He tends to be quite busy dealing with things about...
You wouldn't have time just to spare a few words after the meeting later today?
You're welcome to locate him. I believe he's going to be in the trade district today.
Well, you said he was going to accompany you during the trade, right?
Yes, if you'd like, you can speak to him before that.
All right. I'll try to meet with your other advisor now, just to give him a heads up, I guess.
Okay.
That's all right with you?
Certainly.
All right, so I'll approach the door and knock on it. With gang in tow, I assume.
Yep.
After a moment, the door is opened by a kind of illusory apparition. And a very large spectral hand kind of gestures you in.
Alright, I'll head in.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
A chair kind of hovering about the center of the room turns to look at the four of you. And a very old human with a almost dwarven stylized beard and hair kind of tied back in a long dwarven array looks down at the four of you. He's wearing a set of long green robes.
I want to be specifically like looking at his eyes and seeing if he meets Jack at all, or if he has any like recognition to him when he sees Jack, like surprise or anything. If like once he sees Jack, I'm kind of looking to see his reaction.
Sure. Give me a sense motive. Nope.
All right.
Okay, so he seems to be staring directly at all of you at the same time. Like he is looking directly into your eyes. All of your eyes.
What if I stand behind someone?
You can still see, like, his gaze feels like it's penetrating the other people.
Yep, no, bye.
I'll just kind of speak up. Greetings, noble arcane advisor to Runa. I didn't catch your name, but I am Arius, and this is our gang here. We're from the military. We're here to help with the negotiations taking place later today. Ah, I see our reputation precedes us.
I am Heracles. Advise.
The pleasure's ours. We just wanted to give you a heads up that there may be some arcane forces on the other side attending the meeting, and just wanted to give you a heads up and make sure you were attending, but it seems like you are, so that is good.
I will be glad you're bringing my attention. I will be at greater than.
All right. Is there anything we should know? Because we're going to try and help out with making sure everything goes smoothly. Do you want to let us know when anything, so we don't get in your way, or should any spells you're planning on casting that we can assist in or anything like that?
I have an urgent question. And the door slams shut.
I kind of look back and look kind of startled.
Who are you?
Believe I introduced myself, Arius.
No, but
I kind of look back to Jack and the rest of the party. I am Arius, right? Kind of looking around at myself.
Yeah, you're Arius. Huh?
Last time I checked, that is what you called yourself.
Do you have any other meaning?
The seat kind of lowers down, and he steps out of the seat and kind of like walks towards you. You notice that as he walks, though, he does not set foot on the ground to walk. He seems to kind of walk on the just a few like inches above the earth below him.
I'm not much of a religious man, I'm afraid.
Right?
Maybe, but some thoughts are better kept to ourselves.
There's something very creepy about what he's saying, but It's hard to discern what he means by what he's saying, but he doesn't have any malicious intent, it seems like.
A man always has his secrets.
Assure you, sometimes your secrets carry others. Sometimes there are things hidden behind the hidden within the emptiness. Peace. See. Jack. May I touch your mind?
He kind of like immediately looked to Jack. I thought he was talking to me.
I'm gonna sense motive now.
Uh-huh.
How lit is this room?
Very.
Okay, I'm gonna do a perception check on the.
Okay.
Do I notice any like? Do I notice the symbol that he was describing at all? Probably not, but.
No. You do notice though that like books are moving around on their own, and other things are moving around on their own in the background. They're just kind of flying about here and there, and like bits of the letters seem to fly off the pages and move towards his mind as he roams about the room. It's a little hard to tell this is happening unless you're like watching the books, but they'll like land on his desk, and like the words will come up out of the books and like move towards the back of his head. Jack, you get the impression he does not have any ill intent in what he wants.
What do you mean?
Spec. Wish to remove it before we speak further. It's in my house, and I want it out. Out!
I mean, I sense no ill will, so yeah, I'm willing.
Okay. The other three of you watch as he takes his hand, makes like a form like this, stuffs it straight into Jack's forehead. His fingers open up a little bit and close again, and he pulls out this little, like, dark, festering, kind of smoky object. And he stares at it for a moment, and it starts to burn in his fingertips. And then, like, it beams with light and disappears.
I guess that explains those headaches, eh, Jack?
Yeah.
Where is Thoth?
If I tell you, can I have some sort of reward?
Your reward will be the lack of Thoth's intervention with your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I experienced some of that, so I'm willing to give up the location. And the word, guys?
Try to see what he's talking about with this stuff.
Okay, well, he's about to explain it, so this will be you identifying the truth that he's about to tell.
Okay.
Ooh, good mood lighting.
Oh gosh.
Lighting, just in the right time.
Bad enough your monitor's
Everything
being
goes
weird
dark.
over there.
There. Two. And the law prohibits being my. You have the proof that it's here. Tell me. Is the traitor?
I suspected it's the mayor.
Suspect. Did you see her in this place you spoke of?
Yes, she went in.
We also know she's been giving advice to the poorer folk to enter this place as well.
I've noticed that the ideas, dreams, thoughts of those in town been missing, been lost. The books vanishing, shrinking, minimizing. I can't have them disappearing. I'm all left if she has. It is not my place to be able to change this course, but perhaps you find a way to eliminate her or have her replaced, or I fear the worst for this town, its inhabitant.
I think this should be within our power.
Now, good day with you. And he like lifts a hand, and I need each of you to give me a strength check.
Yeah.
All right. So Cassius, Spinks, and Jack, you are pushed out. Arius, you are pushed back about 20 feet. You are like standing at the edge of the door. Leave now. I will be there later. I will say nothing of what we have spoke. But you must go. All that is said here was in private. Now leave. Shove you.
I kind of give him like a quick bow and I'll shut the door.
Alright, and that is where we will wrap up for the evening.
Jesus.
So, that is some really good progress. Each of you take 500 experience for the progress thus far.
Ooh.
Spinks get another 100 for the recap. Tom, go ahead and take 100 for getting in there. I'll give you another 50 for tailing them around. For tailing those two guys around. Whose idea was the... Aureus, that was your idea, to beat them up and wear the masks?
Yeah.
Alright, take 50 for that as well.
Okay.
He also had the idea to badger and berate all of the old people in town.
I just gave him a quick rib shot. He's fine. I paid him 2 gold.
And the mask
3 gold. I
person?
paid him 3 gold.
Spinks.
I didn't beat them.
Go ahead and give me 100 XP for the meeting the guards of the town hall.
Yeah, give them 100 XP.
And Cassius, if you tie together a piece of information that you have and a piece of information that Tom has, there's some XP in there for it.
Piece of information I have and a piece of information.
I'll let you think about it, and perhaps it'll come to you by next week. But yeah, I cannot think of anything else here.
Well, Arius is the one who had this idea of the meeting all the sorcerers.
That's true. Take another 100 for that as well.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, because that's the whole reason we got to this thing.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, then yeah, that'll wrap it up for this week. And we should be good for next week unless anybody's got anything going on.
No.
I don't think so.
I should be good.
Cool. Alright, then I will catch you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Man, I should have given that recap. I'm 100 XP away from from leveling.
So what, level 5?
Yeah.